Kelly McGonigal, The Joy of Movement, How Exercise Helps Us Find Happiness, Hope, Connection, and Courage. Dive into the fascinating world of The Joy of Movement, How Exercise Helps Us Find Happiness, Hope, Connection, and Courage by Kelly McGonigal, and discover how engaging in physical activities can bring not just physical benefits but also emotional and social perks. This book explores the runner's high phenomenon, addiction to exercise, the power of synchronized movement, the impact of music on our workouts, overcoming fears through physical challenges, the benefits of exercising outdoors, and the role of endurance sports in building resilience. Delve into a wealth of scientific research and anecdotes that shine a light on the incredible mental and emotional rewards of exercise.
The science behind the runner's high. The runner's high is a feeling of elation and bliss that follows a prolonged period of exercise. Recent studies show that the brain chemicals associated with the runner's high are similar to those released by cannabis. These chemicals, called endocannabinoids, lessen pain, boost mood, and trigger additional neurotransmitters such as dopamine and endorphins, which protect against anxiety and depression. Endocannabinoids also make us more social and cooperative. The runner's high is not confined to running, it appears after all kinds of moderately exhausting physical activity. The latest theory suggests that the persistence high evolved to keep our early ancestors hunting and gathering for longer periods of time and made them more willing to share their spoils with the tribe. Exercise addiction. The addictive nature of exercise can be linked to the brain's reward system, which releases feel-good chemicals like endocannabinoids, dopamine, endorphins, and noradrenaline while exercising. Exercise dependence can cause anxiety, irritability, depression, and insomnia when a workout is missed. Regularly engaging in physical activity slowly changes the brain's chemistry, making individuals more sensitive to its positive effects. Studies show that mice tend to get hooked on exercise after 6 weeks of regular exercise, and humans after exercising 4 times a week for 6 weeks. Exercise addiction differs from other addictions in that it takes longer for the brain to get hooked on exercise, and instead of making individuals less sensitive to its positive effects, it makes them more sensitive to them. The power of synchronized movement. Over the ages, people have always moved together, promoting a sense of connectedness to both others and something greater. Recent fitness crazes such as Taebo and soul cycling have incorporated synchronized movement and built a sense of community. Human reflexes align our movements with those around us, resulting in a collective effervescence, a shared joyous experience of self-transcendence. This is because synchronizing activity with others helps us leave our egos behind and bond with people, regardless of their relationship to us. This bonding effect is demonstrated in babies as young as 14 months, who are more likely to help a stranger who they have synchronized movement with. Synchronized movement should be employed more in social, religious, and military rituals, as it transcends our individual limitations and builds mutual trust. The power of music in enhancing physical performance. Music has long been described as ergogenic, or work-enhancing, and science backs up this claim. Listening to music during workouts can increase endurance and deliver an extra burst of feel-good chemicals during exercise. The best workout songs have strong, energetic beats, a tempo of 120 to 140 beats per minute, and motivational lyrics. Upbeat melodies and inspirational lyrics have the power to help people frame physical discomfort in a more positive way. The deep-seated urge to move to music has even led to medical miracles. Music therapy has been used to access muscle memory and help people learn to walk again. Transforming fear into courage. Overcoming physical challenges can transform our sense of self and provide us with a sense of confidence, bravery, and camaraderie. The key to transforming fear into courage is giving subjects an element of control. Humans grow with their challenges, and exercise can challenge even our most deeply held beliefs about ourselves. Are you willing to face your fears and overcome physical challenges? Tough Mudder, an annual obstacle marathon that takes place worldwide, presents participants with physically demanding obstacles with terrifying names like Arctic Enema, boa constrictor, or ladder to hell. The final obstacle, electroshock therapy, requires participants to run through curtains of wires electrified with up to 10,000 volts. But why would anyone willingly subject themselves to such torture? Overcoming physical challenges can completely transform our understanding of what we are capable of and become a tremendous source of empowerment. The people behind Tough Mudder obstacles aim not to torture people, but to create challenges that encourage participants to overcome common phobias and provide a sense of confidence, bravery, and camaraderie. Research suggests that giving subjects an element of control is key to transforming fear into courage. For instance, when rats are subject to shocks without control over when or for how long they're delivered, they become helpless, traumatized, and depressed. However, when they're given the ability to turn off the shocks by turning a wheel, they bravely learn to do so and become more resilient to future stress. Humans also grow with their challenges. DPI Adaptive Fitness in Virginia specializes in training people with physical constraints or disabilities. The gym's trainer encourages trainees to set goals so high that many believe they'll never achieve them. One example is Joanna Bonilla, who lost the use of her legs due to lupus. With her trainer, she set the goal of throwing 100 punches in 30 seconds to develop enough upper body strength to move from her wheelchair to a car. After 3 months of training, Joanna met the goal and bought a new car. Mastering a physically challenging activity can literally transform your sense of self, and exercise can challenge even your most deeply held beliefs about yourself. If you're looking to overcome physical and mental barriers that hold you back, take on Tough Mudder or challenge yourself at DPI Adaptive Fitness to transform your fears into courage. The power of nature on our brain. Our brain evolved outdoors and is wired for nature. Studies suggest that exercise in nature or green exercise can positively impact our mental health. When outside, our brain shifts to a calmer and more focused state that activates our foraging cognition, leading to happiness, purpose, and life satisfaction. The Green Gym Initiative in the UK is a nature-based program focused on community gardening that successfully boosted the cortisol awakening response in depressed individuals. Endurance sports and mental resilience. The summary highlights how extreme endurance sports like ultrarunning demand mental resilience, which in turn enhances mental health. The piece discusses how the sport trains athletes for mental resilience, with histories of depression, anxiety, and addiction being common among high-performing ultrarunners. The article also highlights irisin, a hormone that acts as a natural motivation booster and antidepressant, to outline how exercising at high volume can stimulate the release of myokines, proteins also known as hope molecules.
In conclusion, the joy of movement teaches us that we are built to find happiness, connection, and courage through various forms of exercise. From the natural exhilaration of the runner's high to the transformative power of conquering physical challenges, exercise has a remarkable influence on our mental and emotional states. Group activities and synchronized movements help strengthen social bonds, while music can significantly enhance our workouts. Additionally, exercising outdoors amplifies the positive effects on our mood and mental health. Through endurance sports, people can cultivate resilience and overcome obstacles in their lives. Ultimately, embracing the joy of movement and making physical activity an integral part of our lives can truly transform us as individuals and as a society.